So we're going to start with our feet on the floor and lengthening up through the crown of the head. So we're going to feel like the spine is elongating. We're lifting, lengthening, and pressing right up through the crown of the head. You want to feel the opening across the chest, relax shoulders, and then either let your arms hang or let them rest on your lap, wherever you're more comfortable. And then if you're comfortable closing your eyes, close your eyes just for a few moments, and let's feel what it's like to be sitting inside this beautiful body. So feel your feet on the floor, your hands on your knees, your hips on your chair. And without trying to change anything at all right away, begin to feel the breath moving through your body. So the breath is moving all the way down into the belly, filling the belly. The belly expands as we breathe in. We're lifting the breath into the rib cage and then into the chest. And then as we exhale, we'll exhale from the chest to the rib cage to the belly. So we feel the belly drawing back towards the spine. Now let's try to experience the breath not only in the front body, but also in the back body. So the next breath you take into your low back, your middle ribs, middle back, and then all the way up into your shoulders. And then we'll let that breath go from the shoulders to the middle back to the lower back. Now let's take the breath full front and back. So feel the entire torso expanding with breath. And then letting it go. And then we're going to do that again. And this time, as you breathe in, let's feel like we're getting even a little bit taller. Sitting up even a little bit taller on the in-breath. And as we exhale, without losing any of that height, we let go of the breath. Feel the shoulders relax, feel the neck relax, feel the face relax. Let's continue breathing. A few more breaths just like this. Deep, long breaths in, long exhalations, letting go of all the breath. And then let's create an intention for our practice today. Why are we here? What do we hope to receive from our practice? We're going to breathe that in. And we'll let that go. Let's start with a little circle with the tip of the nose. So imagining that we have a crayon on the tip of our nose, and we're going to draw a circle on the wall in front of us. And then we'll circle the other way. And then we'll bring the nose right back to center. So the head back to center, relax the shoulders, let your right ear drop down towards your right shoulder. So your right ear drops towards your right shoulder. So your head is tilted towards the right. And then we'll inhale, bring the head back to center. As we exhale, we're going to let the left ear drop down towards the left shoulder. And I'm going to be doing everything as if you were looking in a mirror. And then we'll bring the head back to center. Okay. All right, so finding your, can you hear me okay? Yeah, okay. All right, and you can see me okay. Okay, great. All right, so now with the chin level to the floor, we're going to turn the head to look to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Relax your face, keep your jaw quiet. And then we'll inhale through the middle. And keeping the chin level to the floor, we're going to turn the head in the other direction. So exhaling, looking out to the left. And then let's bring the head back to center again. We're going to lift the shoulders up to the ears, roll them back. Some nice shoulder rolls, up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Couple more times, lifting and rolling. Never feeling rushed, always just taking our time. Couple more. And then we're going to play the piano. So all of our fingers, including our thumbs, playing the piano. And then let's keep our hand nice and soft. You're playing a tune over there. And we're going to circle our wrists around. So hands soft and relaxed, and then we'll go the other direction. And then we'll do a shake. All right, and then let's reach one arm up with a big, wide hand and pull it down with a fist. And then the other one, reaching up and pulling down with a fist. We're going to go side to side. Reaching and pulling down. Reaching and pulling down. Let's do a couple more. Reaching and down. Reaching and down. And then we're going to do a big circle. So circling the torso around. And we'll circle the other way. So changing direction. We'll go one more time all the way around. And we're going to find the length in our spine again, that lift through the heart. With that long spine, we're going to take a breath and exhale, turn to the right. So we'll do a little rotation here. So your left hand finds your thigh. And whatever you can hold on to in the back of your chair, maybe the back of it's more like a stool you're sitting on, it looks like. We're going to keep the chin level to the floor as we turn the head to look out over the shoulder without straining. Again, I always think about my jaw. My jaw seems to want to help me when I'm doing anything, even the slightest bit strenuous. So relax your face, relax your jaw. Nice big breaths up and down the spine. And then let's unwind the next time we breathe in. Come all the way back around to the center. We'll take a breath here. And then exhale, let's just twist to the other side. So we'll scoot the right hand across the left thigh. Left hand finds whatever it can hold on to behind you. Keeping the chin level to the floor as we look over the shoulder and breathe. And the next time you breathe in, let's come all the way back around. We're going to hold on to the left leg. So lift the left foot off the floor. Take hold around your knee. Let's circle the ankle. We're going to try to keep the heart lifted, nice and tall. And then we'll circle the other way. And we'll put that foot down and go to the other side. So holding on to the right leg, let's circle the ankle. And we'll circle the other way. And then we'll put the foot down. So both of our feet are on the ground again. Let's slide our feet a little bit closer to us so we're more on the balls of our feet. And we're going to rise up to the balls of our feet and our toes and then back down again. So just lifting up and lowering down. Lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. And then walking our feet back out so that we feel the four corners of our feet again. We're going to imagine that we have a towel or a piece of paper underneath our feet. And we're going to do this with our feet. We're going to try to scrunch up our towel. Scrunch. So you're using the bottoms of your feet. You're using your toes. This is one of my favorite exercises for strengthening arches, the arches of your feet. So we're scrunching, 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 scrunching. And then we'll rest our feet. So you're on the four corners of your feet again. Lift up just your toes. So you're on the four corners of your feet. Another good arch strengthening exercise here. So the toes are lifted, they're working. We're breathing, so we're never holding our breath. And then let's release. And if you feel like you need to give a little shake, 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 shake. All right, let's stand up. Now I have a chair to hold on to. You have the wall, it looks like, that you could hold on to. So hold on to whatever you have there. I'll just move my chair since you don't have a chair with a back on it. And we're going to stretch the calves. So with one hand on the wall, we're going to take the right foot behind us and just take that step back, drop the heel towards the floor. So you feel a stretch coming up your calf, your ankle, also feeling it here in the hip flexors. We're going to drop the tail down. So you've got your right foot behind you. There you go. So we're kind of in a little bit of a lunge position. I've got my left knee a little bit bent, pressing back into the right heel, dropping the pelvis straight, or the tail straight down. So the top of the pelvis is going to move back just a little bit. That should give you a stretch right here in the front of the thigh as well. Okay, so we're going to take a couple of breaths here. And then let's step that foot forward and we'll step the left foot back. So the other foot is behind us. I'm going to bend my right knee just a little bit, put my left foot all the way down on the floor so I feel a nice stretch coming up my calf. And then I'm going to drop my tail straight down. So the top of the pelvis moves back just a little bit. That's going to give us a stretch in the front of the left thigh. So we'll take that. And then let's release, and we're going to step it forward. Okay, so I know there's another person here that I can't see, so I'm not sure whether they have a chair or not. So the next couple things we'll do, I'll show you with a chair and with just the wall. Okay, so we're going to do a couple balancing postures. So let's do tree pose first. So if you have your wall, you've got it behind you. If you've got a chair, you've got it beside you. Okay, so you're going to be standing first on your right foot. So if I'm using a chair, I'm going to put my right foot next to my chair. So I'm kind of leaning in that direction. I'm going to hold on to the chair here. If I'm against the wall, I'm going to be like this, or close to the wall. You don't have to use the wall if you don't need the wall. We're going to externally rotate the left leg. So we're going to turn it out. And I always start with my big toe on the floor. That gives me a chance to think about what I'm doing with the rest of my body. And it will always be easier for you to balance if you can get your ears on top of your shoulders. So I spend some time right here, drawing my ears back over my shoulders, lifting up my heart. And then I decide what I'm going to do with my foot. And I might choose to keep my big toe on the floor. I might choose to bring my foot to my lower leg. I am always avoiding my knee, so never pressing sideways on the knee, or you're bringing your foot all the way up into your inner thigh with the help of your hand. Wherever you want to be is perfectly fine. When and if you're ready, you might decide to add some branches to your tree. We're looking at a gaze point that's straight ahead of us, something that's not moving. Breathing. And then let's release. If you need to shake, especially that right foot, give it a shake. If you're using a chair, chair goes to the other side. Otherwise, you've got your wall behind you. All right. Standing on the left foot now, coming to the right big toe. I'm going to externally rotate my leg. Think about lifting up my heart, ears over shoulders. When I'm ready, I might put my foot on my lower leg. I might bring it all the way up, or I might just keep my big toe on the floor, depending on how I'm feeling today. And then I might decide to add branches to my tree. Or I might feel more secure holding on. Slippery yoga pants are always hard, right? As your leg slides down. So remembering to breathe while we're standing on one leg is super important, because we're training our body to be calm in stressful situations. We're going to take another breath. And then let's release. Little shake if you feel like you need it. We're going to find our mountain pose again. We've got the four corners of our feet on the floor, right underneath our hips. We're lifting up through the heart. Ears are back over the shoulders. I like to keep a little micro bend in my knees here. We're going to do one more balancing posture. So let's shift over to the right foot again. We're going to bring the left knee up and lift the knee towards the heart. Lift the heart so you're not leaning towards the knee. We're breathing. We've got our eye on the gaze point. And then let's release. Nice. All right, let's go to the other side. Standing on the left foot, we're going to bring the right knee up, lift it up to the heart. The heart is lifting away from the knee. We've got our ears back over our shoulders, nice and tall, deep breaths. Everything's fine. And then we'll release. Nice. Let's bring our hands here in front of the heart. Let's do some half sun salutations. We'll do a few of them. I'm not sure if you know what they are, Pat does them or not, but we're going to follow along. They're pretty easy to follow along with. So we'll inhale and open up the arms. And exhale, we're going to fold over. We're going to keep our knees a little bit bent all the way over. Letting your head hang, come halfway up, take a breath. Lengthen your spine, tail to crown. And then exhale, fold over your legs again. We'll inhale, reach the arms up as we come up. Chin is the last to lift. And exhale the hands to the heart. That's one round. Let's do another one. Inhale and reach. And exhale. We're hinging from the hip creases. So I've still got my heart lifted all the way over. Head is hanging now. We'll come part way up, breathing. And fold. Inhale, let's reach the arms up and overhead. And exhale the hands to the heart. Let's do it again. Inhale and reach it up. Exhale and fold it over. We come part way up to take the breath and lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. And exhale your hands to your heart. And then let's interlace our fingers. And we're going to press our palms out, give our hands and fingers a little stretch. We're going to keep a little softness in our knees. And then let's lift the arms up and overhead, press towards the ceiling, feeling the side bodies getting long. Take a breath in, exhale, float the arms back down again. Now let's interlace our fingers again, but let's do it in the opposite way. So the other thumb is now on top. So typically we cross our hands and our legs the same way, always and always. So uncross and cross the other way. Feels weird probably. We're going to do the press and then up again. Gives us a slightly different stretch. Pressing up towards the ceiling, feeling your side bodies elongating. Take a breath. And exhale, float down. Now we're going to put the right hand on the right hip. Left arm lifts up. We'll take a breath in. As we exhale, we're going to exhale into the lateral bend. So if you need a little moral support, you've got your body on the wall, or if you're using a chair, you might look something like this. Okay, so we're going to take that little bend or big bend for the left side of the body. Keep the knees a little bit soft. Take another breath in and out. And then let's release and come all the way up. All right, we'll go to the other side. So you've either got your wall for moral support, or I'm going to put my chair on the other side. You've either got your hand on your hip, left hand on your hip, or on your chair. We'll lift up. Right arm, big breath in, exhale, over we go. We want to feel equal weight on both of our feet. That micro bend through the knees. Big breath up the right side of the body. And then let's release the stretch. Come all the way back up. Float the arm down. We're going to interlace our fingers behind us and just a little lift to get into the chest, get across the chest with that nice stretch, gazing forward, breathing. Let's take one more breath here. And then we'll release and let the arms float back down. Okay, so like I said, I'm not sure if, I can't see who the other person who's here, so I'm not sure if they have a chair or not, but we're going to do downward facing dog, either with a chair or with your wall. If you're using your wall for downward facing dog, you're going to be something like this, with your ears right in between your hands. If you're using your chair, you can either use the back of your chair here, or you can use the seat of your chair, which brings you a little bit lower. We're going to keep the knees bent and the arms long. So you're either on your chair or you're here with your downward facing dog on your wall. And we want to feel the side bodies elongating when we're doing downward facing dog. This way, when we're not on the ground doing down dog, when we're using the chair or the wall, we want to feel as long as we can because we've got our weight in our feet, so we can really focus on elongating the torso and feeling that nice stretch through the arms and the armpits. If you can't get your ears in between your arms, that's fine. Do the best you can. So we'd like to get the ears in between the arms. But if you find that you're rounding your back a lot, try bending your knees and you'll be able to lengthen your spine a little bit more. Breathe in and breathe out. And then let's release. And we're going to walk it forward. I'm going to stay sideways just so you can see. We're going to do chair pose now. So again, I have a chair here, so I'm going to rely on my chair for a little moral support. I'm going to keep my hands on the back of my chair. You could also do this at the wall like this, if you feel like you want to have a little moral support from your wall. Or if you don't need any moral support at all, you're fine, then you're here. We're going to start to bend as if we're going to sit down in our chair behind us. I want to try to keep my arms next to my ears, and I want my weight to shift into my heels. That's going to keep my knees over my feet. Your chair can be quite high. Your chair can be quite low. It's up to you. We'll take another breath. And then let's release and float the arms down. Okay, let's take a wide step. What's wide? Wide is relative. Okay, so I've got about 3 feet right here in between my feet right now. We're going to do warrior 2 pose. I might choose to keep my chair in front of me, or I might choose to have my hips up on the wall. Okay, so I'm going to show you what this looks like to have warrior 2 with the chair. So what we're going to do is start by turning the right foot out. So if you're using a mat or you're imagining a mat, your foot is pointed towards the short side of the mat. And then the left foot is going to point towards the long side of the mat. So your feet are perpendicular to each other. I'm going to turn the torso so that we're in line with the long edge of the mat. Lift up the arms, take a breath. And as we exhale, we're going to bend the right knee. And the knee is going to come out over the foot or behind the foot. If it's over the foot, My mantra for that is knee over ankle. All I can see is my big toe. Let's take a look out over the right hand. If you need to hold on, you can hold on. Or you're here, or you're here if you're in your chair. We're going to take another breath. And then let's release and go to the other side. So we're going to turn the left foot out to the short side of the mat, the right foot to the long side of the mat, the shoulders to the long side of the mat. And you can see I'm not using a mat. I don't use a mat on rug because it gets bunched up, but I have an imaginary mat in my mind. I'm going to bend my knee, knee over ankle. All I can see is my big toe. Lift up the arms, and we're going to gaze out over the left arm. Chin stays level to the floor, heart stays lifted, shoulders stay relaxed. We're breathing. And then let's release. We'll straighten the leg, relax the arms. Let's turn all of our toes forward. So our feet are now parallel to each other, but they're wide still. We have our wide angle. And we're going to take our chair, if you have a chair or whatever you've got, or your stool, and we're going to fold forward onto the chair. Or you might look like this using your chair. So just a nice little forward fold here, gazing down at the floor. If you're sitting in your chair, you're in your forward fold here. We'll breathe. Hopefully enjoying a stretch through your inner thighs, maybe your hamstrings in the back, glutes. And then let's release and come all the way back up. Let's walk our feet together, maybe a heel toe, and then we're going to have a seat again. I'm hoping that you have a block. I'm not sure if you have a block. If you don't have a block, grab something that you can put between your knees. It could be anything. I'm looking around my room. I've got books in here. I've got pillows in here. I've got blankets in here. Anything that you can put between your knees. And we're going to sit up nice and tall here. Drop the shoulders down and squeeze the block. So this is one of my favorite things to do, super easy for strengthening the inner thighs. So squeeze the block. Keep the jaw soft and relaxed. Breathing. And then we're going to relax, but keep the block or whatever you're squeezing, keep it right between your knees. We're just taking a little rest. And then we're going to squeeze again. Keep breathing. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And then relax. And we're going to do that one more time. So we're going to squeeze the block, squeeze the block, squeeze the pillow, squeeze the book, whatever you've got. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Feel those muscles getting stronger. So we leave here stronger than when we came. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. And then let's let go. We're going to let go of the block. Cross the right leg over the left thigh. One hand comes to the knee, one hand comes to the ankle, and we're going to lengthen as if we are jumping out over our leg. So I'm going to keep my heart lifted. I'm not going to just collapse over my leg. I'm going to lengthen, like I'm taking that dive out over my leg. Keep my shoulders relaxed, face relaxed, breathing. Should be a nice stretch for your hip. And then we're going to release that stretch. Put that foot down and cross your left leg over your right leg. Let's do the same thing. Let's think about lengthening first. Excuse me. One hand is on the ankle. One hand is on the knee. We're going to take that dive right out over the leg. So we're hinging from the hip creases, moving into the hip. Shoulders drawn down away from the ears, breathing. And then let's release the stretch and uncross the leg. We're going to take our hands.
Hall and start.
Well, I was already there.
Hi. So we're going to do a back bend now. So wherever the back of, whatever you can get a hold of on the back of your chair or your bench, we're going to hold on there. Move our hips more towards the front of the seat of whatever you're sitting on. And we're going to arch the chest forward and let the head and neck extend out of the shoulders. So we're arching, opening into a nice little back bend. Breathing, feeling that stretch across the chest. Let's take another one. And then let's release from the back bend. We're going to bring the arms down beside us. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to come to the forward fold right over our legs. So we're going to take back that space we lost in the low back when we were bending backwards. Let your head hang. Let your shoulders be heavy. Breathe into your back body. And then the next time you breathe in, let's lift up. Arms coming up and overhead again. And exhale your hands to your heart. Let's take the right arm and cross it in front of the chest. We're going to hold on to it. This is instead of doing eagle arms. We're going to bring our right arm across the chest and hold on with the left arm. See if you can just relax your right hand. So we're not adding any tension to the body that we don't need to. Breathing into the right arm where we feel the sensation of stretch. And then let's release, but let's put the hand on the back, like we're going to pat ourselves on the back. And we'll take hold of the elbow with the left hand and draw the elbow back. Move into our triceps a little bit, keeping the tail dropping down. Breathing in, breathing out. And then let's release the stretch. We'll float the arms down and cross the left arm. Across the chest, we'll let the right arm help it to stay there. Let's relax the left hand. And then we'll release the arm. Give yourself a pat on the back. With the left hand, the right hand is going to take the left elbow and draw it back best you can. So we feel a stretch coming up through the underside of the arm. Tail is dropping down. We're not arching into a back bend here. And then we'll release the stretch. Let the arms float back down. We're going to do a couple more rolls of the shoulders, rolling back, rolling back, rolling back. One more. And then let's turn so that your legs and feet. Now, some of you don't have backs on your chairs, so you might just put your stool right up next to the wall. We're going to do another twist. If you have a back on your chair, you're going to hold on to the back of your chair. Let me turn so you can see this, like this. So we're twisting to the right, which will be towards the back of the chair. But if you don't have the back, you're going to put your hands on the wall behind you. Let your head turn to the right, but keep your chin level to the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. The next time you breathe in, we'll unwind, we'll release the twist. And we're going to let our legs and feet come over to the left side of the chair. So when we do a twist like this, we've got something to hold on to. We've got the chair, and that gives us a little opportunity to get a little bit more rotation in the spine. So we're going to keep the shoulders relaxed, take the back of the chair, let your head turn to the left, shoulders stay relaxed. And then let's unwind. We'll come all the way back around. All right, we're going to let the arms hang right down beside us. We're going to wiggle the fingers just a little bit, wiggle the thumb. And then let's release, and 3 sun breaths, bringing the arms up and overhead. Exhale, float the arms back down again. And again, inhale, reach. And exhale, floating the arms down again. And last time, reach. And exhale, floating the arms back down again. Let's drop the chin down to the chest so the heart stays lifted. I'm not starting to slouch. I'm keeping my shoulders back. I'm going to move back into the neck just for a couple more stretches. And then let's turn the head. So we've still got the chin down, but we're going to turn the head to look out to the right. So your left ear is looking down at your lap. Keep the face soft. And then let's look down again. Take a breath. As you exhale, turn your head to look out to the left. So your right ear is now looking down at your lap. And then we're going to look down again. The next time you breathe in, Let's look up. We're going to bring the arms right out here and do one exercise for our eyes. So point your thumbs up and move your arms forward so you can see, if you're looking straight ahead, you can see your thumbs in your peripheral vision. And then begin to let your thumbs move back so that they just disappear. So now you've got your arms beside you, but you can't see your thumbs anymore when you're looking forward. From here, keeping your head absolutely straight, you're going to move your eyeballs only and look over to the right so you can see your thumb, and then back to the center and look over to the left. Look back to the center. Your head is not moving, just your eyeballs. Look to the right. Look to the center and look to the left. Do that one more time each side. Look to the center. Now to the right. Look to the center and now to the left. Look to the center. We're going to rub our palms together. Warm up our palms. Close your eyes. Place your palms right over your eyes. This is called palming. We let our eyes rest in a dark and warm environment here. We'll take a couple breaths. And then let's release the eyes, but let's just tap the face. I think sometimes we forget about our face. Just tap, 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 like it's raining on your face with your fingertips, your forehead and your temples and your jawline, around your nose, around your mouth. Tap, 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 tap. We're going to tap the chest. And then let's release, and we're going to move into relaxation. Now I have my blanket here because I just wanted to show you one thing in case you didn't know about this. I have my blanket folded. I call it like a snake. I'm going to fold it one more time so it's very thin. And I found that when I'm trying to relax in a chair, it's nice if I don't have to think about holding my head up. So I put my blanket around my neck like this, tuck one end under one arm, cross it in front, tuck the other end under the other arm. And what that does is it kind of makes a brace for you. And it holds your head perfectly still so you can relax. If you don't have a blanket, then it's just something to know. And maybe next time we'll bring a blanket, you could try it. So we're going to relax in our chairs. We're leaning up against the back of the chair now. And we're going to relax all of the tension in our body if we possibly can. I like to think about it as having layers of tension like an onion. Layers like an onion. And I peel off one layer using my breath. And then I peel off another layer and another layer until I'm sitting perfectly still, calm and quiet, having released all of the tension that I possibly can in my body. I release the breath. I let it become just a gentle, easy breath through my body. I feel my connection to whatever I'm sitting on, my feet on the floor once again. Grounded, connected, relaxed, and letting go. Just letting go and letting go. Let's begin to deepen the breath once again. Feel the breath moving all the way down into the torso, all the way down into the belly. And we'll start to move our fingers and our toes. You have a blanket, we'll lower down the blanket. Find our posture once again. Relax our shoulders. Let's end with a breath. This is called a ratio breath. So we'll breathe in through the nose to the count, your count of 4. Hold to the count of 1. Exhale to the count of 4. Hold to the count of 1. We'll do that a few times. So your count of 4. Hold 1. Exhale your count of 4. And hold 1. We'll continue just like that. Finish your round with an exhalation. And then we'll bring the hands in front of the heart center as we close our practice together. Feeling and appreciating this beautiful body, this wondrous breath, and the practice which strengthens and stretches and draws us right into the moment. May peace, joy, love, compassion, and gratitude fill your heart today and every day to overflowing. Namaste.